Welcome to the Radiant Life with Tatiana. I am your host, and I'm obsessed with empowering you to live and create the best life possible. I'm a master mindset coach, breathwork facilitator, and a passionate little Latina who loves sharing the magic behind your subconscious mind and energetics. If you're looking to uplevel your mindset, learn all about spirituality and manifestation, and to be inspired in making a change to embody your best self, you are in the right place. My goal is for you to see and unlock your limitless potential, to have the tools to break free from the chains holding you back so you can create and live your most radiant life. I am so excited to have you here listening today. Now let's dive into today's episode.
Hello, loves, and welcome to the Radiant Life podcast. I'm recording today's episode sitting on my couch. It's the first time I've ever done that, and it's so nice. The sun is beaming in through. We have so many windows in our living room. I'm staring at the Christmas tree because it is holiday season, and it feels really good. I feel really relaxed, and I'm just like sharing this with you because I had to change some things up. I feel like I don't want to even say a funk. I'm in a phase. I feel like I'm in a transition phase, but I'm in the part where I don't really know what's next and what that looks like. And I'm in a place of just having to kind of retract and come within and relax and just kind of flow and surrender, let go of control, to really get the answers that God's really going to show me for what's to come, which is funny because even though I'm in this phase, I feel like the one thing I have going and that is consistent and that actually feels good is my health and my workout routines, which is comical because for the first half, a little bit more than half of the year, it was not like that. Like I was struggling in my workouts and my routines and finding joy and excitement in that area. So I feel like it's just like flip-flopped, and that's what I kind of want to talk on today. But yeah, just kind of being really transparent. Not really sure when you're listening to this, but as I'm recording, I'm taking some time off of social media. I'm not really sure how long. It could be a few days, it could be a week, it could be a month, but I still feel really called to talk on this topic, especially with the holiday season, because I have now finally consistently been back in a healthy workout routine for, September, October, November, 3 months now, maybe a little bit more. And it feels so good because backstory, it was not like that. And I just want to say, I want to share today's episode on this because maybe you've been in a really bad funk, lack of routine with your workouts and your health for a while now. Maybe it gets re-triggered during the holidays, or maybe you've never gotten into one before. What I want you to take away from this episode is I just want to share my journey of how I got back into finding joy and excitement in moving my body and working out again, how I've created a routine because it was slow. It wasn't just like overnight I'm back into going to the gym 5 days a week or anything like that. It was a really big struggle. And so especially with it being the holiday season, I feel really called to share this because, we indulge and we have treats and you might not be in a routine at all or moving your body the way you used to. And comes a new year and you're like, oh my God, I put a few pounds on me. Like, just take a breather. For majority of my life, I went through cycles of binge eating and under eating and restrictive diets, and the holiday season used to be really triggering. I used to just binge from Thanksgiving to the new year and couldn't fit into my clothes, and then the new year would come and I would have to go on a new diet and a workout plan, and I was so self-critical and so self-negative. Luckily, I've beat that cycle, but maybe that's where you're at, and I just hope my journey the last 3 months and can support you and wherever you're at. So backstory. You guys, maybe you've been following me for a while. I used to be heavily in the health and fitness industry. Started in, 2017 and 2018. Obviously, before that, my life, I went through those struggles like I just shared. But I found love and passion and obsession over treating my body well and moving my body in a way that felt really good. And, I was a personal trainer. I did bodybuilding show. I was a health coach. So that was good. COVID hit, slowly went down. And I don't know, at the beginning of this year, you know what it was? Evan and I changed gyms. So end of December, January, we moved gyms to try to find one closer to our house. It was this beautiful bodybuilding gym. Loved it. And unfortunately, it just never really opened. And because of that, I never really had a place to go for the first half of the year. And it was kind of like my reason, my excuse to not work out. And I fell into that. I was just like, meh, I'm not going to work out. I was going on walks. That was like my only daily movement. And a 20-minute walk when you're sitting all day, like it doesn't work. And what I found was my hips were getting really tight. My back was hurting. My body was changing. I was feeling inflamed. I was gaining a little bit. And I would like try to go to the gym or try to do an at-home workout, and it would work for a day and then I would fall off. And I noticed myself going back into an old thought pattern and mindset of being really negative on my body for like the changes that was going on. I was losing a lot of muscle that I worked years for, especially on my glutes. You know, I wasn't blessed with the big old booty. So like it was hard. I really just noticed myself going down a negative spiral and not feeling good. I went on vacation in July, did not even like how I looked. I didn't like how I felt in my body. Yeah, clothes fit differently. I didn't like how I was in pictures, but it was more of an internal feeling. And so I had to catch myself and I was like, whoa, okay. Old thoughts are coming in, like hashtag we're human. We can go back down into old ways. Doesn't matter how much you've changed or how much personal development you've been through. Like it happens, we're human, but it's what are you going to do about it, right? And so I had the awareness, and so decided to make a change. So I want to share with you kind of what I did. Now I've been consistently going to the gym at least 4 times a week, a workout at least 4 times a week, maybe is a correction, 4 to 5 times a week, which is huge because I could barely make it 1 to 2 times. And I feel really good. Like I said, maybe things in other areas of my life aren't as exciting and passionate and motivating, but my workout routine is, and I'm really proud. So what did I do to get here? How did I rebuild this foundation and this routine that feels good? And it's also not overly like regimented, meaning like I used to wake up at 5 a.m. every day to go to work out. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel pressured. It doesn't feel forced. It feels really aligned and flowy and exciting. Okay, just going to share with you my journey of how I did this. So first things first is I had to fully accept where I was at. I had to fully recognize I am unhappy. I don't feel good in my body. I let myself go. It was my choices, my decisions, or my lack of that got me to where I'm at. So there's no one or anything to blame but me. And it wasn't in like I'm going to blame myself. It was I'm just going to take responsibility now and just accept it. And instead of like self-pity or anything, it's like, what am I going to do about it, right? So that was the first thing. And then I had to start slow. So the first thing I really had to do was like, okay, well, what's my goal? I had to set a goal. And it wasn't really a goal of like losing 5 pounds. It was more of an intention. My intention was get back into body movement that feels good. I want to feel better in my skin, meaning I want to feel more energy. I want to feel lighter. Like I just felt really heavy and sluggish. We're going to move around here on the couch if you hear anything. So what was my goal and intention? And so maybe for you, it is you're trying to lose a specific number of weight. And I really want to remind you, like the scale is just a number. Can you create an intention and a feeling? What do you want to feel? Why? And what do you want it to look like? How do you want to feel during the workout? What is it going to give you? Maybe more energy, maybe less sluggishness, less brain fog. What is the intention? So create a goal, an intention, and then I had to create a why. Okay, why am I doing this? Because I could have said I work so hard and I need to get it back because I need to look a certain way. No, I was like, because I don't feel my best. I'm not showing up as the best version of me. My energy's lacking. I am noticing I'm going into a negative mindset. Cool. So why? I'm doing this to show up as the best version of myself so I can find a new routine, a new body movement to honor my temple, to feel high energy, to feel self-love again. Okay. So that was for me. And that is something I read to remind myself in the beginning stages when I was struggling to get myself to go to the gym, right? So think about how you will feel, how you want to feel. Okay. Next, what did I do? I started slow. And I actually asked for accountability. So what I found myself was I was judging myself. I was like, I used to be a personal trainer. I used to be a health coach. How did I quote unquote let myself go? Or how do I not even know where to start? And so I actually reached out to my friend, Allie, she's great. Allie Baith Fit. You can find her on Instagram. And I confided in her because she's been through her own gut healing journey where her body shifted and she wasn't as lean, and she's a IFBB pro bodybuilder. So I knew she could resonate with where I was at. And so I just got that support. I vented, I spoke out how I was feeling, and I asked her to help guide me. What are your top 3 tips for me to focus on right now? And hold me accountable. So I was kind of checking in with her, and I would vent to her. So instead of me venting and keeping it in my mind, I just talked to her, and she kind of helped me see things in a different light. And I would journal out my thoughts too, get whatever negativity thoughts, judgy thoughts you're having out on paper. And she held me accountable. So maybe for you, that's telling people your goal and your why, and to have them remind you, right? I told Evan too. So the days I didn't want to go to the gym, Evan's like, Tati, what's your goal? Why are you doing this, right? Maybe for you, it's finding a workout partner. That's been really, really helpful in my past. And so the days where I didn't feel like I wanted to go to the gym, something I want to share with you here is think about how you're going to feel after. No one ever regrets a workout. And I just had to remember, you're releasing endorphins, you're sweating, you feel more unstoppable, you feel proud. Think of those feelings when you feel like all I want to do is lay on the couch or continue to sleep in. Because I know you may feel that way, because I did, and no shame. But it takes time to build a new routine and a new habit. So after I created my intention, my why, reminding myself of how I would feel, I talked to a friend and held myself accountable. I then created a plan, and it wasn't this whole workout routine that I was going to be super strict with. I literally created a realistic plan. I was like, okay, if I can only make it to the gym 2 days a week, that's where I started, you guys. What am I going to do? And I was like, what are my intentions? What are my goals? What's my focus points? Okay, maybe for you, it's building muscle. Maybe it's losing weight. And so because I have education in this, I was able to just give myself exercises and a plan to just work on. Because if you've never worked out before, or if you've never reached your goal, a plan's going to help you get there, because you want to track your progress. You can't be doing the same. You have to continue to challenge yourself in working out to make progress, whether it is releasing weight or building muscle. So you need to track it in some way, but you need to start somewhere. So it's great to just kind of create a game plan. A few other things I did, though, I incorporated was I started going to classes. Classes helped me felt really empowering and motivated, and I wasn't alone. So I actually joined Pilates. This was the first year I've ever done actual Pilates classes, and it was a great change up from doing this heavy lifting workout routines and kind of finding a different way of working out, different way of moving my body in a way that feels good, and having someone there to guide me and to motivate me and be in a group setting. So if that's something you're struggling with, or you don't know how you work out, if you want to do what you want to do, maybe it's going to a spin class, a yoga class, a Pilates class, a HIIT class. Go there. It's a great form of having that accountability and not having to do it alone. It feels so good. So these are just a few things I've done. So I started creating a plan. I started going to a class. A few things that I didn't do for working out but helped me was affirmations. So you guys heard me say I was going into a negative spiral. I was judging myself. I was getting critical. So I have affirmations. I actually posted it on my Instagram. They're on my mirror. And there was something along the lines of I'm loving my body and everything she does for me. My muscles I'm building my muscle back one step at a time each and every single day. I have another affirmation that says my booty is juicy, because I'm working on rebuilding my glute muscles, and I got some replies back because that one was funny. So remind yourself, create affirmations to tell yourself every day. So I noticed when I first started working out, and I told Allie this, I was I'm so weak. This is so hard. I look like this. And I was like, whoa, Tati, how is this supporting me? Who wants to hear somebody complain or be so negative on themselves? So I had to create affirmations. I posted them on my mirror, so I would look at them, see them every day, and then I would let it trickle into my workouts, in the classes, or when I was doing my own workout, like, I can do hard things. I'm so grateful for my body. I love her. My muscles coming back. It's baby steps. It's one step at a time. Your words have power to them. Obviously, if you've probably been listening to my podcast, like, it's all about what you think and what you say to yourself. So create affirmations around your goal and your intention and how you want to feel instead. Be that cheerleader, be empowering to yourself. Doesn't matter if you gained 5-10 pounds over the holidays or whatever. Find that self-love. Because think about it, why would your body want to do something for you if you're constantly putting it down? So another thing I did is I would visualize myself. How am I going to feel after this workout when I really don't want to go? Or, okay, I want to imagine myself feeling good and having energy. What does that look like to me? What will my body look like? How will I look like in my dress, right? Like, my wedding is in 11 months and I'm not doing this shredding for the wedding. I need to look a certain way, but I'm like, okay, well, how do I want to feel on my wedding day? Energy, glowing. Okay, how do I want to look and feel? And like, I want to be proud of myself and be like, yes, I just feel my best, instead of like, crunch time, I need to fit into this dress, or doing it for the wedding. No. So I would do visualizations, and little by little, each day got easier and better. So, or each week, I would say. So one week I got back in and I worked out one day, and the next week it was 2 days, like an actual workout, right? Like, I kept up with my little daily walks, but it was like intentional workouts. Maybe that workout was a YouTube Pilates class or a YouTube yoga class, or just a YouTube at-home workout, and I would still be proud of myself instead of putting myself down because I moved my body in some type of way. Eventually, week by week, I built off of it. I've created more of a routine, and it's not a routine where I have to wake up and go to the gym. I wake up and I'm like, okay, what feels good for me today? Does it feel like today I had planned to do an at-home Pilates class, and my body was not feeling it because I'm sore. So instead I did a yoga flow. So it's a balance of creating a schedule and a routine that's realistic and feels good for you, while listening to your body and honoring it and seeing this as body movement to show up as the best version of yourself, to feel good, versus to do it as self-punishment because you overate, or to do it to fit back into your jeans. It's doing it in a form of self-love. And like I said, it just started gradually. So now I went to the gym twice this week already. It's Thursday. And in between then, I did an at-home workout for upper body. And I plan to go to the gym tomorrow and Saturday. And it feels good. And I'm actually now excited to do my workouts. And I'm looking forward to it. And it doesn't feel as daunting. Like, I literally had so much resistance of thinking about, oh my God, I need to work out 4 days a week. Like, that's just not feeling good when I used to love it. So I was like, okay, instead of putting this pressure, what feels good? Okay, let's set the intention of 1 to 2 times. It's realistic. It's good for me. And then eventually I added it up, and adding those Pilates classes have been so, so helpful. So that's where I'm at. That's actually one thing that does feel really good in my life right now. I feel like I'm going through personal growth and shifts and changes, and in my business too. And I don't really know, and I'll probably speak on that whenever that happens. So I'm in more of a surrender flow there, but I'm in an honoring flow of moving my body and getting my health back. And I was eating healthy for the most part. It wasn't the eating part. It was the body movement part, right? Like, you can't have one or the other. I feel like it's both. We need to have healthy body movement and healthy choices. And now I'm in a place where I'm proud of myself. It's 3 months. I'm back into a good, consistent body movement. Every day or every week looks different, but I now have that as a non-negotiable of moving my body in some type of way. So wherever you're at, maybe you've never really been able to stay consistent, or maybe you've fallen off track and you can't get yourself back up, or maybe it's just a holiday like funk. I hope just listening to some of these tips of what I just did will remind you to just take it slow, take it 1 day and 1 week at a time. You don't have to be anywhere. You don't have to jump back in to get back into not working out at all to then 5 days a week. Like, no, be realistic and remind yourself how good it's going to feel. Create that goal and intention, create the why, because without a strong why, you're not going to feel as motivated, and you're not always going to feel motivated. It's coming around the discipline and showing up for yourself and showing up for the commitments you make in your life to continue to get to how you want to feel and where you want to be. So just recapping here, set that goal and intention, create that strong why, read it, remind yourself. If you don't feel like going to the gym, check in. Is it as an excuse or not? How would you feel after it? Are you going to feel proud and accomplished and really, really good because all those endorphins are flowing? Remember to just accept where you're at, no judgment, and start slow. Maybe you reach out for a friend to hold you accountable. Maybe you hire a health coach. Maybe you join there's so many apps that have workout routines. If you're not in the place to hire a personal trainer or an actual health coach, but find some type of accountability and follow some type of plan. So that way you can track and see your progress and see, wow, I could barely do my Pilates class without being super sore. Now I'm not. Or wow, I could barely squat 30 pounds. Now I can squat 50 pounds. Or now I can run a mile without a break. Like, track your progress so that you can celebrate your wins and follow a plan so you feel like you're not just moving your body aimlessly. A plan's going to really help you reach your goals and intentions better. I encourage you to find that accountability partner or workout partner, or go to a class, try different ways of moving out. Maybe it's a dance class. Maybe it's belly dancing. I've been doing belly dancing. And mentally wise, build some affirmations that's going to encourage you and help you feel good. Visualize yourself doing the workout or how you're going to feel and be after, and listen to your body. Honor her, but also don't let the mind consume you with all these excuses. And just remember, whoever you look up to online, everybody has their journeys. I've had them myself, but I just wanted to share this with you because I know I've been sharing openly on Instagram, that I was struggling and that I was trying to get back into a workout routine. And I wanted to kind of just give you an update because I feel really proud. I've released a few pounds. I don't know because I didn't weigh myself before, and I don't really weigh myself after, because again, this wasn't about a weight loss goal. It was about, how do I feel? I want to feel less inflamed. I want to feel more energy. I want to feel leaner, versus I want to be 5 pounds less on the scale. Fuck the scale. The scale is just a number. And I've been able to accomplish that, and I'm going to continue to keep it up. And I've been able to implement it in a way that now feels realistic and something that I can keep up with. And I just hope it encourages you during this holiday season, this New Year season, or whenever you're listening to this. Maybe it just helps you get out of a workout fitness funk and empowers you to start slow to get back into one. Well, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. And if this is just what you needed, let me know. Send me a message or share it on your story if you feel like anybody else could use it. And that's just a little bit update from me. And coming from my living room. So continue to just embrace who you are, accept where you're at, shine your light, and just take it one day at a time. And I hope you have the most radiant day. Sending you lots of love. I'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to share it with me and write an Apple iTunes review so I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't already following me, you can find me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. Make sure to tag me in any posts that you share. I love and appreciate you so much and cannot wait to connect with you in the next episode. In the meantime, go out and radiate your light into the world.